Hi, my name's Sherry Sanders, and I'm a county extension agent working in the field of agriculture at the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture, and this is Agriculture. This program is meant to celebrate and empower women working in the field of agriculture in the state of Arkansas. And today I'm at my good friend's house in Romance, Arkansas in western White County. Today we're at Castera Farms, where you will meet Maybelle Castera. She's co-owner and operator of this farming operation, and this is Maybelle's story.
So we like to be involved in different associations. We like to give back. We like to give back to the youth. Our kids showed at the county fairs, and it kind of kept them out of trouble too. Gave them something to do and also involved them into what we were doing on the farm. We let them decide the breeding, what kind of cow they wanted, what kind of show heifer they wanted. So we used some of our registered cows for them to produce show calves. So that brought us into the community. And so we wanted to do something with the community. We were involved with our Angus associations, and we continue to do that. But we also have what we call the Arkansas Cattlemen's Association. And I always wanted to go to what they called the youth leadership, but they always said, well, you're too old for that. And I thought, well, why is there an age limit on that? So they finally took away the age limit. So I got into the leadership course for the Cattlemen's Association and really enjoyed it. It just amazes me how many cattle producers we have in the state of Arkansas. And we got the opportunity to meet more of those. We got to see different farms. We got to see what the state, different things in the state. When I completed that course, I was asked to do the graduates course. Well, the graduates course is more of your legislative, getting more involved in the politics side of cattle and helping the cattle producer. I didn't realize how much work that goes into that until I made my first trip to San Diego to the NCBA, the summer meetings, and where the policies and the procedures, and it's amazing what the National Cattlemen's Association does just for us little people here in Arkansas, small cattle producers. So I did all that. I went to DC to do to talk to the congressmen and senators on issues that we were having, the black vulture, the screwworm, those issues that we're having in the state or the United States, and what affected this Arkansas, the drought monitors and stuff like that. And I got to do lobby. Learned that that's not a job that I wanted to be, was a lobbyist. But it amazed me that the issues that we brought, they've all went through law since then. And so that I felt like I did something. So I finished it with that. So my involvement with the cattlemen led me to being on to the heifer pen show committee, the convention committee, and to be more involved in the committee. Then we got our White County Cattlemen's Association, which is a part of the Arkansas Cattlemen's Association. And that's just right here in our little county. And believe me, there is a lot of farmers just in White County. And I love getting to meet more and more of them. So I play a big role in the White County Cattlemen's Association. I help organize the meetings. I help get the youth involved in the Born and Bred show. I organize that. I get volunteers. I, get awards and gifts for them, and just put on the show there at the county fair. So, being at the county fair, I got asked, well, how about being a board member at the county fair? So I said, sure. So I'm also on the White County Fair Board. And this last year I got voted in to be the treasurer, and that takes on a little bit more responsibility. But what amazes me about the county fair is the fair board are the only 23 people that do anything for the county fair. It's a lot of work for those 23 people, and I don't think people realize how much, not just me, but the other 22 on that fair board work hard to put on an awesome fair each year for the county. So we have the heifer show that we do at the county fair, and it's called the Born and Bred Heifer Show. And what we require that is to be a calf that was born and raised in White County. So the young youth can find a heifer on their place and bring it and nominate it. And it's usually nominations are in June and the fair's in September. But they also have to be involved in the 4-H or FFA and attend a White County school. So they nominate that heifer, and then they show the Monday, the beginning of the county fair. They raise their own money by a raffle, and they all that money goes back to the kids. So the more tickets they sell on that raffle, all that money goes back to the kids. And we do a pie auction at White County Cattlemen's to raise for the rest of the money that we give the kids, which they also kind of ties into what we call the Arkansas Cattlemen's Heifer Pen Show. The Heifer Pen Show, you can take up to 2 to 4 heifers, I believe it is, off your farm. They don't have to be halter broke, they don't have to be gentled. You take them to the heifer show, and you compete against other groups of heifers in the state, and they'll choose if your heifers are better than the other groups of heifers in the state. Then they could be Black Angus, they can be Charolais, they can be polled Herefords, they can be Simmental. It doesn't matter. You just go out and pick up 4, and then you auction those off. Now this last year they didn't auction off, but they're going back to that with the heifer show. It's not going to be tied into the state fair. It's going to have its own separate time, and it's going to be in the spring, and then they'll auction them off where that money will go back to you. And then you can choose to purchase them back if you'd like. But those heifers come straight off the farm, and that's what we want people to do, is be able to pull something off your farm and show them how you raise your stock.